Hey yo guys, I'm You, and I'm here with a discussion video of the future ban list coming out pretty damn soon, right? It's August, and I'm right here on the ban list itself right now. Let's check it out right quick. It says next update after this will be no sooner than August 2017, right? So it's already August. It's like what's the date? It's August 27, guys, 2017. Let's go, right? But I have a couple of theories about the ban list, right? Like thinking of it through Konami's perspective, right? Like I'm seeing all these Yugi tubers and they're all like, oh, Zodiacs are gonna get fucking destroyed. Like they're not gonna be playable. They're gonna be like all their support is gonna be gone and whatnot. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I understand, right? Because they're like kind of a good ass deck, right? Kinda, not even the best, but let's talk about that a little bit later. They're kind of a good ass deck, and everyone thinks that they should be toned down a bit, maybe even just destroyed in general, which is why everyone wants them to go. That's probably the only reason why everyone assumes that they are going to get banned and whatnot. If anything, there's going to be some limiteds, semi-limiteds. Like Rep here is already semi-limited, right? Maybe they even might limit that just to one to make the deck a little bit less viable, but it can still work, you know, search cards here and there. That kind of stuff, right? Maybe they might even like destroy Barrage. My theory is that they're gonna limit Broadable and Trident. Like honestly, that wouldn't affect the deck too much, but at the same time it would limit them to how much their full potential could be, because if they had more of the copies of those cards, it would be like way better. Yeah, so I'm on the ban list. I'm just gonna go here a couple cards that I think are gonna get unforbidden or limited or semi-limited, like taken off the ban list, right? Obviously everyone wants Stratos out of the ban list, but I don't know, maybe they might limit that, maybe they might not. They want to bring back that hero support here and there. Here's another big one, Magispector Unicorn, current, right? I think maybe they'll bring it back to limited. Why? Because honestly, not a lot of people are going to be playing pendulums now, right? Like everyone's like, oh, pendulums are dead. No one's going to be playing them. And the only optimal deck to play them is magicians. And like no one likes the magicians, or like it's not that good of a deck. Well, if they bring back Magispector, like pendulums might be seeing some more play here and there. And maybe more than just magicians. They might bring back the other Magispectors with that, bringing on the one Corinne, with the raccoon and the cat. Other like little support like that. But bringing back Corinne, I think will be a really good for the pendulums. Honestly, it wouldn't affect the game that much, you feel me? Like Masterpiece, if you tribute a monster and whatnot, it's unaffected by monster effect. So even if you were to use Corinne and you were trying to target Masterpiece, it would not work, right? Because it's unaffected by monster effects. So like, therefore, would it even make a difference? Maybe for the Zodiac players, yeah, and maybe for like basically every other deck. It's an instant Neospatian, right? Grandmal. But still, it's not going to be that great, I think. It's going to be a little bit more viable than usual for pendulum monsters and decks and whatnot, but it's not going to be like the best. It's not going to be the best, for sure. Like, any deck could basically utilize it at this point. It doesn't have to be a pendulum deck, but you can only have one copy of it, so it could just be your one way out for anything. Kind of like that one Maxi. If they have that one Maxi, they should at least have that one Magispector Corinne. At least that's what I think. For some more pendulum support coming off the ban list, I think so. I think they should really bring out Plush Fire, Monkey Keyboard, maybe even Damage Juggler, to be honest. Like I just said, no one's been playing Pendulum, so would it even matter if they bring back the Pepe support? Like, would anyone be playing Pepe? I think that they should bring it back. Like, maybe even limit them if anything. Like, they're honestly not going to do much now that the new Link mechanic is out in the Link era and whatnot, and they're not going to be able to pendulum something a lot. I mean, they could still do some good plays, but they're not going to like take over the board like how they used to, you feel me? Alright, so let's go to the next cards. Witch of the Black Forest. I think it's gonna get back to limited or even semi-limited, even go all the way to 3, right? Because of the new errata for the card, it just makes it not that viable anymore, and like no one's gonna probably be playing it. Like you see Samgan, they errated it and they brought it back to 3. No one's even playing Samgan. Like man, no one at all. So maybe they'll bring it back at 3, I don't know. Witch of the Black Forest is definitely getting off the ban list though. Alright, so this is a big one that I'm hoping for a lot to get off the ban list, right? And that's Gateway of the 6, right? 6 Samurai support. There's some new support cards coming out, but it still doesn't make the deck that viable unless you mix it with True Dracos, which let's not talk about that right now. I'm thinking maybe bringing back Gateway of the 6 to 3, well, not 3, to 1 would make it maybe a little bit semi-competitive, right? Maybe top 32, top 16, I don't know. Bring that one support back would probably make 6 Samurais a big deal again a little bit here and there. And I'm pretty sure Konami wants to see some old decks coming back as well as some new decks coming in. So like they want to bring the old with the new and mixing that together, which is why they brought that new 6 Samurai support. Just unbinding that would perfect for 6 Samurais, and they should really bring it back. It's a good card, and it wouldn't be overused as it used to be, you know, like there's not going to be that many chains with that here and there, but it's going to still be pretty damn good, to be honest. Alright, so here's some other ones that I think maybe should be taken off the ban list. Like, these cards represent Yu-Gi-Oh! They're like the staples for Yu-Gi-Oh! And which is why they should not be on the ban list, right? Monster Reborn and Pot of Greed. Like, Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn are the cards. Every fucking character in the anime has a copy of these cards. Like, I know they're hella good. Draw 2 for no cost. Special monster, either graveyard, no cost. Like, 2 hella broken, right? Well, maybe they could errata it super hard to once per duel or once per match or something like that. So, like, once per match would suck, right? Maybe you could use it one duel to win, and then like you switch it out with your side deck and here and there. So once per match, it would still be pretty good though. Like reviving a monster from the graveyard, no cost. Drawing 2 cards, no cost, except at the cost of using it only once per duel. So after using it in one of your duels, it will be useless, but at least it served well for that duel to get the advantage, right? So I think it'll be good like that. Maybe making that huge errata to once per match, even once per duel, like that would be hella good. Once per match is probably most likely, but doubt they'll ever do that. I just think they should probably do that though, to be honest. Another card that I think should get off the ban list, right, is Wavering Eyes, right? So Wavering Eyes is a pendulum support card, you know, destroy cards up to the pendulum scales, and you gain these effects the number amount of pendulum monsters are destroyed, right? So no one's gonna be playing pendulums, like I just said. Like maybe a little bit here and there if they bring back these cards and whatnot, but like even if that, right? Like Wavering Eyes in the Pendulum Saga, it was really good. You know, everyone's playing pendulums, destroy all 4, gain all 4 effects, hella good, get the advantage. They can't pendulum summon. You wanted to destroy your pendulums so you can activate your new ones and whatnot here and there. It was a hella good card, but now that pendulums are not gonna be that good because of Link era, and no one's playing pendulum except for magicians here and there, like Wavering Eyes would not be that good of a card, right? Like maybe they can limit it at least, and like you can use it on yourself, no one playing it, like destroy the 2 cards, your scales, and get the 2 effects from the card. But it's gonna be less likely for you to ever get all 4 effects off though. So just that's an idea right there. I think Wavering Eyes should get off the ban list, to be honest. For some cards that should probably go to 3 or maybe even semi-limited from the limited list, I think maybe the Konami TCG ban list is going to go a little bit more towards the OCG and make Dandelion at 2. Yeah, Dandelion, you know, effect is when it goes to the graveyard, special summon 2 tokens. So that's a good ass effect for if you're playing a Link deck, right? But not everyone's going to be playing Dandelion. Like, no one's been seeing that card in any meta plays recently. So even if they put it back at 2, even 3, maybe no one will play it. It's just you know, OCG has it at 2, so why not we have it at 2, right? Deep Sea Diva is limited to, right? It's a, oh man, I forget the effect. Yeah, so its effect is you can special summon a level 3 or lower Sea Serpent monster from your deck. So that's a good ass card because it's not specific to like what kind of monster. It's just, that's a good ass card because you can special summon a monster level 3 Sea Serpent type monster from your deck, and that's any Sea Serpent you want, like, to be honest. But maybe they should semi-limited, like it's not seeing any play. It's a tuner, it's good, so you can synchro as soon as you special summon that monster and whatnot. But I don't know, it's not a game-changing card, I think. Book of Moon and Brain Control. So Brain Control I can see like staying on this limited list. Like honestly, like take control of your monster, your opponent's monster, but they did errata it to the point where it has to be a monster you can normal summon. So I don't know, maybe you can get a semi-limited or it could just stay limited, to be honest. I don't really mind. I'm not gonna play it, no one's really playing it anyways. Might as well get semi-limited. Book of Moon though, it's not gonna be that good going into the Link era, right? It's a targeted monster, put in defense position and whatnot. Like Link monsters are in attack position, don't have defense position, so they would not be viable towards Link monsters or Link decks, except for the Link material themselves. But at that point, what is the point, you know? Like they're gonna use it to Link summon and whatnot, and Alright, so Upstart Goblin. Oh my god, I hate this card. You don't have no idea. Upstart Goblin's effect is you draw a card and your opponent gains 1,000 life. I don't know which order it is on the card, but that's what I know it does, right? So what I hate about this card is it's limited, but I don't see it as a good card. Like, it's only letting you draw one card, right? So if you didn't have Upstart Goblin, wouldn't you already have the card that you would draw from that card, from Upstart? Like, that's why I don't understand why everyone is hyping this card up to like, oh, you must have it, you know, draw is really strong. That is strong. That's true. That's true. Let's say you have it in your hand, you draw, you use that card. You know, you would have drew that card that you're drawing with it right now for your normal draw anyways. So what was the point of giving your opponent extra 1,000 life points? Maybe I'll describe it more in detail in another video. But yeah, Upstart Goblin should probably go at 3, to be honest. Not gonna really help anybody, I think, unless like you have like for some reason want to use spells over and over. Like, that's the only reason. But I don't think anyone's gonna be using those kind of decks right now. Okay, and finally for the Zodiacs, right? Zodiac rep here is semi-limited, so that means you can only have 2 copies of it, which makes the deck still the same. It's really damn good. But everyone thinks that Zodiacs are gonna get destroyed by the banlist, right? Which, by the way, it's gonna be coming out really damn soon. I can feel it on the tips of my fingers. I don't know when I'm gonna release this video. Maybe I might be too late. You guys, the banlist is already out. Confirmed. Go in the description below. Get that link. Go right now, guys. Nah, but in all seriousness, everyone thinks that the Zodiacs are gonna get destroyed in the banlist. I think keep it this low key, guys. It's not gonna get destroyed. Thinking it through a Konami standpoint, right? They just released the tins, the 2017 Yu-Gi and Kaiba tins with Zodiacs, right? Why would they want to ban the cards that they just released, right? Just so maybe they can get that last, oh, everyone buy it because, you know, Zodiacs, then they're gonna ban them, and then the tins are gonna be useless. No one's gonna want to buy them. That's not gonna be good from a company's point of view, right? So what I think is maybe they might at least semi-limit Trident and Broadbowl, like I said earlier. I don't think they'll get rid of Zodiac completely, to be honest. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the only change. Limit Broadbowl and Trident. It's gonna not make the deck that good. It's gonna be fairly the same, you know, still be able to make all your plays, just not as repetitive because you're gonna have to use your resources to get back your resources. You're gonna have to use the card to get back your resources back into your extra deck, like maybe Jar of Avarice, shuffle them back into your, and then draw a card. Or you can even use the Zodiac combo, which is basically Jar of Avarice but only Zodiac specific, which you might as well just use Jar of Avarice at that point, so you can choose any card you need, get more resources, not just your Zodiacs, but most likely your Zodiacs. Yeah, so they limit Broadbowl and Trident, maybe even semi-limited Barrage, which would suck. But I mean, it's still gonna be hella good, I think. And you know, maybe they even might limit rep here. But that's a big if, man. Everything is a big if, to be honest. Like, this is just a discussion of what I think the banlist will be like and what I think it probably should be like. Yo guys, so yeah, last minute outro real quick. Thank you for watching. I was sorry you, and I'll catch you in the next video. It's coming out pretty soon, guys, and don't worry about that giveaway. I swear it's coming. I just need to promote it somehow. I need to find a way to advertise. I'm sorry about that. Let's go subscribe, boy.